Hey everyone, Steven for MEGATechNews.com. You know, it's been a little while since I've done a video for you guys, and that's not because I've been slacking off. I've actually been behind the scenes making, filming, and editing videos for our other host, Michael, and now that I've had a chance to kind of play with a couple of new products behind the scenes here, I'm ready to share with you my thoughts on them. The first product that I want to share with you is the 312 LED iLED312 light. And the other product I want to share with you here is called the MA210 10-inch articulating arm. Both of these products are made by a company called ikan Corporation, and they claim to provide cinematographers and videographers features that they need at prices that they want. Let's see if these two products live up to that promise. Kicking things off, we're going to have a more in-depth look at the iLED312, which actually comes in a kit. So we've already seen the light itself, but what makes this kit really special are the accessories that come with it. First of all, in this sleeve right here, there's actually a diffuser. And that, of course, cuts down the harshness of the light. You'll notice that there's only one, while some of the other lights on the market have like a pink one or an orange one. This one comes with one because one of the main features of the iLED312 is the fact that you can adjust the color temperature from 3200 Kelvin to 5600 Kelvin. And it clips on very easily using magnets, like so. The other really cool thing about this kit is the fact that it does come with a car charger. If you've ever needed to charge up your light and the batteries and there's no outlet around, like say that you're at a wedding, a remote shoot, well, this allows you to head back to your car and give it a top up and head back out shooting. The second thing that I want to show off here is the cold shoe mount. This is a really nice durable unit. It's actually made of metal all the way through. It's very well thought out, and there's a good articulating head right here with a rubberized pad. Standard mount for most cameras out there. But one of my most favorite things about this kit is the fact that it not only comes with a dual charger right here, which charges 2 batteries, which is what this light takes, but it also comes with 2 batteries to get you started. Now these are Sony L series batteries right here, and they're the smaller ones. I mean, these ones are 2200 milliamp hours, but because you can buy a lot of different aftermarket ones with a higher rating, higher capacity, you can actually use any of those batteries with this light. And because it comes with a charger, you're good to go charging up a set and then having one in reserve. And finally, speaking of charging, it does come with a charger which plugs into not only the charging stand itself, but also the back of the light. So if you wanted to run this completely on wall outlet power, you can totally do that and not have to rely on the batteries. And of course, everything gets put into this nice case right here. There's basically straps for everything and a place to put your diffuser. It's really well thought out. The only thing that I wish it is just a little bit harder because it is a soft case, but if you're putting it in a bag with the rest of your gear, it shouldn't be a big deal. So flipping it around, you see that there is the ikan logo right here, so everyone knows that you're using an ikan product, but you can also see that there are 2 battery slots that you can plug into 2 L series batteries. And again, you can use any L series batteries from the NP50, I think these are 570s, all the way up to the 790s, which are massive, but you can still use them, no problem. One of the tricks on this particular light is the fact that if you are running low on batteries and you only have one, you can actually run it with just a single battery. It'll run off it, you'll just have half the power. And speaking of power, down at the bottom here, there is a battery indicator here that you can use to test, and it'll show you the battery life left over. Let me just put these 2 on here and give it a quick whirl. So there you go. We've got 2 full batteries, so it's giving us 4. And if you pull one off, it gives you still a full battery, but of course it's the fact that this is a full battery, but you get obviously more capacity when you have both batteries on. Now at the bottom here is where some of the magic happens, and there is a 3200 to 5600 Kelvin dial right here. So you can make your lighting warmer or cooler depending on where you're shooting. The other thing too is that there is a dimmer here. So once you turn it on, it starts at 10%, and then you can take it up all the way up to 100. And you know, it is very smooth in terms of ramping up. And finally, at the bottom here, there's a mount so that you can attach the next product that we're going to talk about, which is the Magic Arm. Now, although the 312 LED light does come with its own cold shoe mount, sometimes you just want to be able to have a little bit more control as to where you want to aim your light. And you can't really do that with a stubby little mount that's only a couple inches tall. And that's where the Magic Arm comes in. This is the MA210 Magic Arm, or magic or articulating arm, if you will. And it comes in two sizes. This is the 10-inch version right here, and it also comes in a 6-inch version called the MA210. And this guy here, in my opinion, is probably the one to go for because you can fold it up to 5-inch sections versus the 6-inch one that you're kind of stuck at. So, and because these both ends actually articulate and everything, you can make it really, you can actually squat it down as small or as long as you need it up to the 10-inch length. What I really love about this arm is the fact that it comes with a cold shoe mount. So if you want to mount it on a DSLR, you can. And if you want to mount it on one of the mounts on some of the professional cameras, it also gives you a fitting right there as well too. So why would you want to spend $99 on an articulating arm when you can buy them for $35 to $60 on Amazon? Well, I have a really simple answer for that, and let me show you. This right here is your standard run-of-the-mill $50, $55 articulating arm from Amazon. Now, I've also tried out $35 arms, and they're actually a whole lot worse. But let me tell you what's horrible about this arm. It looks good and everything. It's nice and thick. Has a cold shoe mount too. Everything seems okay. But when you go to tighten down everything, it's just, there's no tension at all. While with the iCan arm, you know, it's all flopping around, and then when it's time to tighten everything down when it matters, it doesn't move. At least not easily, right? So given the security and given what you're going to be attaching to it, like field monitors and lights, you really want something that's secure. Now I've already experimented and played with a $55 arm that's pretty much useless, and a $35 arm that's also useless because the little circlip at the bottom actually popped right out, making the articulation impossible to use. I should have just gone ahead and bought the $99 iCan arm immediately instead of messing around with this. So yes, it's not cheap, but it's also a very good quality arm. And I really like the fact that this arm, the twist knob right here is the way it is because it gives you a good grip, and you can really cinch it up so that stuff doesn't go flying. Of course, it does have the cold shoe and everything like that, like I mentioned, but the other thing that I really liked is the fact that the rubberized mount right here, on this guy here, it's already fallen out. The glue's already given way, and the same thing happened with the $35 arm. This one, I've used it at least 20 times already, has not even budged. So there's your PSA, your tip of the day. Do not buy the Amazon $55 arms. Spend the extra money and get yourself something like this, like the iCan MA210 right here. Now, I've already talked a whole ton about what I really like about the MA210 Magic Arm here, or articulating arm, but what about the 312 LED light, the iLED312? Well, I do like the fact that it has a nice wide beam pattern compared to a lot of the really small 160, 144 LED lights. It doesn't give that spotlight look on people's faces when you're doing interviews with them, so they appreciate that. And the fact that you can dim the light depending on conditions, and also change the color temperature depending on your needs. I also like the diffuser being magnetic, so you don't have to slide it in or slot it in so it gets all scratched up. So that's really nice and easy to use. I also like the fact that it's also fairly thin. I mean, this thing has 312 LEDs, yet it's actually really, really thin and still very easy to travel with. And I like the fact that it has 2 battery holders right here so that you can run either 1 battery or 2 of them for extra life. And if that's not enough, you can also use a number of aftermarket batteries out there, or you can just plug it straight into the wall. And the other thing I really like as well too is that it's totally compatible with the magic arm I have right here. So if I need to aim the light at a certain place, or I don't want it directly in the talon's face, I have the ability to articulate this, bring it over top, do whatever I want with it, and cinch it down completely without having to worry about if this thing's going to drop on someone's head. The iLED312 light comes in 2 forms. The kit that you saw here today, which retails for $399 with all the accessories that you see here, and it also comes as a 3-point lighting kit for $1,799. But they add a handy carrying case for all 3 sets of lights, and there's also 3 light stands that are very portable. So because of the fact that this light has such a wide beam pattern, it's actually very well suited for that. And because you can run large batteries on there, you can have a fully battery operated setup that'll last you a long, long time. In fact, even with just these 2 batteries right here, I was able to run for between 4 to 5 hours on the floor, and I was getting a whole lot more once I upgraded the batteries to the larger NP970 L series Sony batteries. So with this set as backup and the other set as my primary, I could run the entire day at a trade show and not even break a sweat. The MA210 right here, again, retails for $99.99, and this is the 10-inch version of this articulating magic arm. It also comes in a 6-inch version, which, you know, I'm not a fan of that because, you know, again, this is just so versatile already, even though it's a lot longer. And again, you know, you can't put link on when you don't have it. So I believe that this is still the better buy at $20 more. But if you do need a shorter articulating arm, you can get the MA206 for only $79.99. And both of these products together work really well. Again, you know, like sometimes you don't want to have the light directly in someone's face. You want it kind of off to one side, or, you know, kind of up and over top of the client. Or maybe you're shooting a show where there's a lot of monitors there and you just don't want that glare. This is a great way for you to get the light away from the screen so that you're not picking up the reflections off everything. So it's really quite versatile when working together as a combo. In fact, I think that iCan should probably put together a combo where it includes your choice of articulating arm and a light, because I think that these 2 pieces definitely go together. And this arm, the MA210, works really well with field monitors because it's just so secure. And I would never trust a field monitor or even this light to any of those cheap Amazon.com arms that you can get for $55. I've already shown you how cheap they are, and they get even cheaper and more terrible as you go down the price point. So at $99, this would have saved me a lot of hassle, and I'm sure they'll save you a lot of hassle too. Both products are available at iCanCorp.com, and again, they make products with features that you need at prices that you want. And that's my quick review of these 2 products. I really enjoyed using both of them, and I am really sad to see both of them go back because they've just become such an indispensable part of my video kit. I'm Steven for MEGATechNews.com. Thanks again for watching one of our videos, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like our videos. Take care.